Okay, here we go on another Bolton driving test route. It's going to come with a variety of roads and traffic conditions, including some large roundabouts, and I hope you find it helpful. Okay, right, turn the engine on. Now at the moment I've just got a car, it's just off camera, it's just doing a reverse bay park, so I'm just waiting for that just to clear and then just to finish the reverse bay. So there they are, just waiting for them to finish. And there's no one else in the car park, but I'll have a good look around to see if anyone else is turning in first. Okay, so if you notice, they're pretty much four wheels in the bay from now, so looks okay. Away we go. Alright, so as you exit the test centre, try and stay relatively close to the curb on the left hand side. So, and I am going to turn right out of the test centre here. So make sure you look right and left at least a couple of times before you pull out. Notice the parked vehicles on the other side make things a little bit awkward, so particularly if you get a large vehicle coming from the right just there now. I'm going to turn left here. Because you've got a bus depot just round the corner. Got something large coming there, maybe just let them turn around first because they're turning circles quite wide. Should be fine if it's just a normal sized car though. Right, and as you come up here, always be aware if you come this way on a test route, you've got a mini roundabout, literally quickly straight away followed by a mini roundabout. If you notice this gentleman on the left, I think he's going to use it. I'm just going to drop into one, see if he is. Yep, there he is. Notice he's turned and looked there. No problem, so he just thanked me there. Oh, a thumbs up as well. Alright, there's nothing else left to right, so I can move straight ahead. And then I'm going to carry on ahead at the roundabout. Looking to the right for anyone turning right. Nope, looks nice and clear. Away we go. Yeah, so somebody's approaching the mini roundabout there, particularly the direction he was walking in. It looked very likely that he wanted to use it. Alright, now I'm just going to pull up on the left here. Generally park you on this route, on this road quite often to test a hill start. So once you've parked, just handbrake it neutral and just wait for further instruction. Okay, right. So check around, indicate vehicle in front, check over the right blind spot, extra little bit of steering, make sure I give a full doors width to that other parked vehicles in front of me. Another thing we sometimes do is get you to park within one car length of a vehicle, like they did there. Okay, it's just a test where you can move off. It's called the angled takeoff. Right, I've got a mini roundabout coming up. I'm going to turn left this mini roundabout, so centre left mirror, indicate down to the left, up to the right, look ahead, look right again. Yeah, all clear. So always look a minimum 2 times to the roads where you may have to give way. So with that mini roundabout, it was about the road ahead and the road on the right. They're the 2 possible roads where I would have given way to. So downhill this road, there's a few potholes in this road, so apologies if the camera bumps around a little bit. I'll try and avoid the majority of them. Right, I've got a set of traffic lights coming up. I'm going to turn right. Now here, be wary, make sure you don't signal before this road that's just on the right there. So you do your centre right mirror signal when you're level with that road. Here also, the lanes are quite narrow, so try and get as close to the right hand line as you can. I know it's on the opposite side, there's a green arrow, that means opposite is still on red. So I'm fine to turn across. It went off there, but I was already in the middle committed, so that's fine. Always check your central mirror once you've completed a turn. So we're on Bradford Road now. Just building my speed up towards 30, because it looks relatively clear at the moment. So ahead a taxi just pulling over there if you can see. Just check my central mirror. There's also a bus and a bus stop. You notice it's indicating right to drive off. The car in front I think was already committed to overtaking it. Oh, it's actually turning right as well. So that shows you sometimes they indicate right to pull away from the bus stop, but if also there's a set of traffic lights, they may also, that indicator may have a double sort of reasoning. Okay, so that one was pulling away from the bus stop and also getting into the right hand lane to turn right. So something you want to be wary of, maybe if you're going to overtake a bus, particularly if it's a 2-lane road like that, maybe just hold back and just give it a little bit of space if it indicates right, because it might be pulling away but it might also be turning right. hill here, so important you keep on your accelerator. Come off it too much with gravity, obviously the hill will slow you down. And there's a set of traffic lights up at the top of this road where I'm going to turn right. It'll take me onto Plodder Lane. So they're on green at the moment. They've been on green a while, which means they could change. Another one here, get the timing of your signal right here. There's a road on the right, so I'm just going to wait until I'm level. Centre right mirror, yep, signal right now. Down into 2. There we go, they've changed. So it's because it's on an incline, this one. Also make good use of your handbrake. So once I've stopped, I'll pull my handbrake up. Right foot over the accelerator. Right, now while you're sat at traffic lights, it's important you don't just stare at the traffic light opposite. That's the main thing you want to be glancing at, but look around as well. Look at the road you're turning into. Look at the traffic opposite to see what's coming and who might be going elsewhere. Also the light on the opposite side, you notice there's a possibility. Let's see if it is. Yes, another green arrow. So as long as my road on my right is clear, which it looks fine, that green arrow tells me the opposite traffic is still on red. Right, so as long as your exit road's clear, which is this one, it kind of gives you a free pass to go. Because normally turning right, you give way to oncoming traffic lights if they're going ahead or turning left. Nobody at the zebra crossing this time, so I'm okay to carry on. I notice here there's some cones on the left hand side of some parked vehicles, so not really sure what the cones are there for. Might be just to stop people parking there perhaps. That might be residents stopping people. Notice this green car just poking his nose out a little bit. So just wary then, I couldn't see the driver's eyes there, so if I can't see their eyeballs, remember they can't see me. So just wary then that he might pull out. I just checked my mirror just on the approach, just came off my accelerator in case he pulled into my path. Preparing to stop if need be. So the yellow markings in the middle, but my exit road's clear, so I can commit into the yellow markings. So I drive on the hatch markings a touch here. It's going to move a little bit off just so that truck could use them as well. Important when you're moving in and out position wise, just make sure you're just checking your mirrors. So if you're moving away from parked vehicles, check your centre in your right mirror. If you're coming back in after them, check your centre in your left. So here, for example, the black car, check my centre right mirror, move on to the hatch markings. Alright, there's another one half on the curve there, so I'll just stay out a touch. Now check my centre left, yep. Silver car appears in my left mirror, then I can turn back over to the normal driving position with off the markings. Right, now coming up here, there's a mini roundabout. A lot of students miss this one because there's no triangle warning sign if you notice, but there is the blue circular sign just coming up on the left. Not the one in the middle, that's the one for the island, telling you to drive that way around the island. So it's this mini roundabout here. Because if you're going ahead, the examiner won't say anything. So there's no road on the right, and it's only the opposite cars who will be turning right, but it's fully clear there, so that's fine. Right. Sharp right bend sign just coming up there. If it says sharp right, maybe not do the full speed limit, I'm just doing a little bit below 30, it doesn't look too sharp, it's a bit straighter now, so I'm just increase it to 30 again. Right, now at this point they may ask you to follow some signs, okay, so I'm going to follow some signs for a little while now. The first sign I'm going to follow is for Walkden, okay, it'll be a set of traffic lights coming up shortly, where I'm going to be turning left. It's onto Watergate Lane. So you can sometimes also follow the M61 on this route. It's the same direction, so the sign's just coming up on the left. So you can see it's M61 and Walkden A6, which is turning left. There's also another helpful little M61 sign there, if you can see. Right, so I'll check my centre left mirror, indicate left about now. Important you start braking, so it's downhill, 1000 revs, drop to 2, off clutch. Oh, the light's gone to amber there, so I can't go. Alright, so that was an amber traffic light there where I was far enough back and not too fast, as in not committed, to go there, so it was safe for me to stop. So when it goes to amber, please stop if you can. Only carry on if you are too close, too fast to be able to stop before the white line. Or also if there's a car very close behind you, because you don't want to be slamming on your brake with a car behind, because obviously there's a risk that they'll go into the back of you. So in basic terms, you can't stop every amber traffic light, because sometimes too close, the speed you're doing, you just can't, you're just basically beyond your braking distance. There we go, on green now. Just check your centre left mirror again, just to make sure there's no cyclists. So like I said, this is Watergate Lane. Leads you down to a couple of quite large roundabouts this way. We've got these roundabouts on a couple of other test routes as well, but going in different directions. So, right, so remember I'm still following the sign for Bolton. Notice there's a 40-mile-an-hour sign there. Now, I'd recommend not going a full 40 because you look, it's a bend and the sign on the left's telling you it's a roundabout. So Bolton is at the top of the sign, so that means it's ahead, exit number 2. So I'm going to stay in the left lane as I get to the roundabout. So it's controlled by traffic lights, this one. So if they're on green as they are now, that's fine. I was going to say, if they hadn't changed, I just dropped to gear 3 beforehand. So I was going to do the roundabout in 3. Because you notice it's quite large, it's quite a lot of space. So somewhere between sort of 25 and 30 mile an hour. But now they've gone to red, I know the traffic from the right are on green. But then I know if they go back to red and I go to green, they've already stopped. So it will be fine for me to go. I'd always glance to the right here though, because there could obviously be an emergency vehicle or somebody who comes through on red. But 9 times out of 10 they should be fine to the right. Okay, there we go. Yeah, quick check to the right, yeah, nothing there. Right, now my target, you can see the first exit just ahead of me there. I'm aiming for the bit of grass just after it. Just looping round. There's exit number 1. Notice up ahead my lights are on red, just changed. So back up to gear 3. So it's the next exit, just aiming to drive next to the curb, check the centre left mirror, going to signal down to the left now, and just cancel it there. Now there's another roundabout very quickly. Going to follow Walkden, which is left first exit, and the camera just picked it up then. So again, back down into 2, keeping close to the curve on the left, just checking to the right. Yep, all fine. There's Walkden A6 again. Still 40 mile an hour this road. Notice there's a 40 mile an hour sign just on the left there, alongside a no stopping sign. So no stopping. If you look here, you've got the double dotted cycle lane, sorry, not double dotted, just a dashed or dotted line cycle lane, which ordinarily you can park in, but because that sign back there said no stopping, you couldn't at this point. Now look at the sign just on the left there, it says no stopping, but the word end underneath. So technically that means now you could stop legally. Not on the left, there's a bus stop on the left there, so I wouldn't stop it there. So if you notice, there's a few cars just parked on the left there, and I'm presuming they live in the houses just on the left. Well, it's like a recycling centre, right? So it could be some employees up there, but yeah, so the no stopping sign means you don't really need to have the double yellow lines or any other parking line restrictions, because that's also what the no stopping sign means. Right, so I've not really had a chance to get anywhere near 40 mile an hour. Truck in front is not really getting anywhere near. I think there's a little bit of traffic just in front of them as well. So remember, 40 is the maximum, it's not the minimum. It's not really a road where you can try and overtake as well. No overtaking lane, but really it's not really the space. Got lots of islands in the middle and all the traffic going on. So right, it looks a bit busy beyond the lights, so I'm just going to hold back. I'm just going to make sure I don't get stuck in the middle if these lights change. Yeah, the traffic's moving there, that's fine. Right, now there's a 30 sign just on this route, just on the left. It's just hidden in the trees. You can just see it there. It's a very easy one to miss, that one. So it's just after those traffic lights, and just where they're building the new housing estate, just on the left hand side. So it's a good thing to remember that, where that location of the 30 sign is. So again, with this big truck, the traffic ahead is going a bit quicker, but the truck, I'm still at 20 mile an hour here. This truck's not really picking its speed up. Don't know if it maybe unsure where it is. It's because it's a truck, might be looking for a depot or somewhere where it's delivering. Obviously, I see it's indicating right now, so there is, I know there's a bit of a sort of an industrial area on the right, so it may be delivering there. Notice it's holding back because there's another big truck coming out from the right hand side, if you can see. Just coming into play now, so that's one truck driver helping the other guy out. Yeah, so I'm just going to give the truck plenty of space to turn. Don't want to get too close to it. Just trying to hold back here. I can still see a little bit round the side. You see the left there. I can see on any oncoming cars, so I can try and predict maybe when the truck's going to go here. And there's a car just flashed its headlights. Remember, that's unofficial. It's not really for giving way. It's only to alert presence. But in that situation, it's a bit of a contradiction, really, because it actually worked really well. The car was trying to be courteous. Right, so it's gone now, so I can get my speed limit back up towards 30 now. We're on the A6, which is Manchester Road here. Takes you towards Little Hulton. There are some test routes which will take you the next road on the left, Highfield Road, but I'm not going to go down that one on this route. I'm going to carry on ahead. There's another area where they may ask you to pull up on the left at any point here, just back there, because there's a nice space to do so. There's a pedestrian crossing coming up. There is a person on the right with the hood up who's pressed the button. Just check my central mirror, come off my accelerator. Yeah, that's fine, that hasn't changed. I was just ready to stop just in case it changed there. So always look for pedestrians near the light controlled crossings. Remember, they're button operated. So look for people there, because technically there's no one there. There shouldn't be, it shouldn't change, should it really? Unless somebody's pressed it and walked past. Right, now the sign here I'm going to follow now is Farnworth. If you notice, just coming up, it's left. So check my centre left mirror. See it just coming up there. Because the lights were in red queue, I didn't bother down gearing there. I just put my clutch in at 1,000 revs, stopped giving my tyres and tarmac clearance between me and the van in front. Oh, it's changed now, so I'll pop it back into gear 1. Just check my centre left mirror again, still no cyclists. So this turns us onto Clegg's Lane. It's another 30-mile-an-hour road. I'm just going to pull up on the left here. It's another situation where they may ask you just to pull over on the left. Signalled because there was lots of vehicles around. So neutral handbrake once you part, and then wait for further instruction. Okay, so normally if there's any instruction here they'll tell you, but normally it's just drive on again when you're ready. Right, so I'm back into gear 1. Check my left to right blind spot. I'm going to indicate right because there's quite a few vehicles oncoming. Check my right blind spot again. And away we go. Yeah, just in case the cars opposite wanted to park or turn anywhere on this left hand side. Good thing to do is just throw an indicator on. If you look at traffic, the crossing's on red. Notice the lady with the pram there. That's not part of the crossing, that's a crossing island. So there's no obligation on you legally to stop for them in that situation, particularly if you're travelling at 30 mile an hour. Because I was slowing down for the crossing, it was on red anyway, I kept my distance back, and then the lady took the opportunity to cross. Car in front. Notice the car in front didn't indicate to turn right there. You can tell by its positioning and the fact that it braked, but it should also indicate as well. So sometimes people get a little bit lazy, a little bit complacent with the signals once they've passed. Crossing, so there's no dangers there. Now we're coming up to a roundabout, the bottom of this road. Again, if the examiner doesn't say anything, they expect you to carry on ahead, and ahead is normally exit number 2. So for that, we don't need an approach signal. It's not a 2-lane one, this one, if you notice. So it's not essential you stay fully on the outside on this one. Would stay sort of left of centre. A couple of checks to the right, yeah, that's all clear. Then centre left mirror, indicate down once you're level with the first exit. Right, that's the zebra crossing, but again there's nobody there, so no dangers. Uphill, so give it just a little bit of extra acceleration to keep the car going. There's a road on the right coming up, you can see just near those railings, those silver railings. So centre right mirror, indicate up to the right, drop a gear to 2 off clutch, then just drift diagonally into this right turn lane. There we go. And if you look just on the left there, there's a 20 miles per hour sign just coming in. 20 mile an hour, residential area, quite a few speed bumps as well. Quite high these bumps as well because they're relatively fresh, so make sure you're doing around about 15 mile an hour or just below as you go over the speed bumps. Your suspension will take a bit of a hit. Right, I'm going to take the next road on the left, if you can see coming up there. Centre left mirror, indicate down to the left. Right, and this is a possibility for a pull up on the right manoeuvre. If you notice that car on the right is also learning, I think they're doing it, so we'll do it on this road. I'll do it on the next road. So I'll take the next right, centre right mirror, indicate up. Yeah, so sometimes the examiners might change the location of the manoeuvre just because there's someone else there at the same time. So if you notice on the right there's lots of space there for me to park. So centre right mirror, right blind spot. I'm not going to signal this time, there's nobody around. So check my blind spot, just glide it over. Once I get relatively close to the curb, just glide it back round to the left and then straighten up. Okay, right, so all the examiner says here is, right, now reverse back for a distance of 2 car lengths, trying to keep it reasonably close to the curb, which reasonably close basically equates to a grid or a drains width. Go when you're ready. All right, so I'd recommend lowering your right hand mirror just a touch, just gives you a little bit more angle. So a little bit more view of the curb and any angle or the distance from the curb that you may want to rectify. All right, it looks okay at the moment. I look relatively close. I'm not going to do anything steering. Check my left and right blind spot before I start. Yep, that's fine. Right, start moving. So keep the speed nice and slow. Look mainly ahead and at your right hand mirror to make sure your distance is okay. Every now and again, check over your left and your right blind spot again, probably every 4 to 5 seconds. Look ahead and at my mirror again. Yeah, all right, time to check my left and right blind spot again. Yeah, all looks fine, just keep it nice and slow. Ahead, yeah, my right mirror still looks okay. Check my left, check my right blind spot again. Keeping it going. Yeah, still looks okay on the right. Okay, check my left and right blind spot one more time. And I'll just stop. There. All right, once you've stopped, neutral, handbrake, and always remember to put your right hand mirror back up to how it was previous. Now, you keep going till the examiner says, yep, that's fine, you can stop there. Or sometimes the examiner lets you decide. If you think it's 2 car lengths and stop, the examiner may tell you to carry on a little bit more, but if you stop and they're happy with it, they'll say, yep, that's fine. And then they'll just say, just drive on when you're ready. All right, so at this point, check your right blind spot around to your left blind spot. Just going to indicate for that lady cyclist, just in case she wants to ride into the road. Check your left blind spot again as you drive off. Get yourself promptly back onto your own side of the road. So remember, this is still 20 mile an hour this road. Again, apologies, it's a bit bumpy. Oh, there we go. There's a reminder 20 sign just on the right there, on the lamppost. A residential area, so even if there weren't any signs, it's probably this kind of area where you'd want to do 20 mile an hour anyway. But if you look at the end, we have a 30 miles per hour sign. So it's 30 on the new road. Notice there's again a bit bumpy here. Apologies for that. I'm going to turn left, so centre left mirror, indicate down into gear 1. Right. Now you can see there's a car coming. There's a car also indicating to drive off. It's moved off quite quickly. I can go after them now. This white one here. There we go. Uphill again, so give it an extra bit of acceleration before you change gear. Right, now I'm going to turn right at the traffic lights coming up. So check centre right mirror, indicate to the right. I'm not bothering with my gears because they've only really just gone to red. Just putting it into gear 1 just as I'm rolling up to the lights. So when I mean don't bother with the gears, I was in gear 3 but didn't bother going down 3 to 2 then clutch up at that point, which I'd ordinarily recommend to my students to do if they've got a bit of time. Just gets you used to using the gears, utilising the engine braking as well. But yeah, and occasionally it's good just to put the clutch in at 1,000 revs, just roll to a stop and then just do a 3 to 1. So it depends on the situation really. Right, now this one, you're turning right onto Long Causeway, which is the road that's on the right hand side. It's quite a long area in the middle, this one. It's a bit unusual. You can normally only get a maximum of 2 cars when waiting when turning right in the middle. But this one is very long, so notice the lanes, the markings aren't great, they are there, so you can generally get around about 4 cars in the middle here. So they've got the cyclist obviously in front of me anyway. So you turn, if you notice, near side to near side with the little white truck just opposite there. So you keep that diagonal position, try not to go over the line just on the right side, because obviously that's the other side of the road. Alright, and the cyclist is gone, but I don't think there's space for me with that red car approaching. I've just moved forward a touch more though. Oh, now the arrow's on. Can you see the arrow opposite? So I know the car opposite has now gone red. So that's a filter out that came on later. You notice a couple of traffic lights at the start of the test route. The filter arrow came on straight away. So that was one that came on a little bit later. Alright, let's have a look. Yeah, I've got plenty of space to get past the cyclist now. Check my centre right mirror. Looking to give a minimum 1.5 metre clearance when you're travelling at 30 miles per hour. If you're travelling faster than 30 miles an hour, I'd recommend giving more. But the highway code says 1.5 metres minimum. I mean, you can give more, but 1.5 metres when you're travelling at 30 miles an hour. Just allows for if they wobble or change direction because of potholes or wind conditions or anything like that. Or maybe the road surface might be a bit wet. Okay, so coming up to the traffic lights. So I'm going to be following where it says Bolton and Kersley. You notice there's a diagonal right arrow. Now, a lot of students pick the wrong lane here because it's a diagonal right arrow. Most of my students, when they come here first time, just go instantly into the right-hand lane, which you'd think if it's diagonal right and there's 2 lanes, common sense may suggest that the right-hand lane is the one to go with. But with this one, technically, because it's a diagonal arrow, it means you're going ahead, but the road bends slightly. So it's not really a right-hand turn because there is a right turn at these lights as well, which turns right by the side of the building. So normally the examiner would recommend to you here to stay in the left-hand lane to follow the road ahead. Alright, you're planning for the next traffic condition, which after these lights is a roundabout where you turn left following Bolton onto the A666, which is the 50 miles per hour road. Just check my again, that cyclist is just catching me up on the left. Nice step again, that's fine. So again, drive towards the curb on the left hand side, making sure you leave plenty of room for the cars on the right hand side. You will get some of the cars from the right. It looks like that vehicle up ahead just drifting back into the left lane because now they realise they should be in the left. So the Bolton sign's just on the left there. So left first exit, mirror signal left level with that road, gear 2 off clutch. So try and stay relatively close to the curb again on the left. Couple of glances to the right, looks clear. Yeah, that's fine. So notice there, 50 miles per hour. So there's no stopping for 3 miles as well. Right, so 50 miles an hour, so you want to be getting above 40 by the time you get to the end. I'd recommend gear 4, don't kick it into 5 until you join. Centre right mirror now and indicate right. Quick check of the blind spot right. There's a car just in that lane. Are you going to move, mate? No, he's going to stay there, right? I just had to slow down there. So if you notice the right hand lane's clear, he could have moved. Legally maybe he doesn't have to because I'm giving way to him. But it's a general courtesy, if the right hand lane is clear, why not move to give me some space? But I don't know if he was aware. See, he's moved. See, he's aware there's a lane there because now he's moved. But well, there you go. All right. Sometimes it's just nice to be, nice to be a fellow human being. But like I said, legally he's fully obliged to stay where he was. So I had to slow down there. I was up at 45. He was doing 50. So by going just that little bit slower, I allowed him to get past. So as he could have helped me out, but he chose not to. That's his choice, so don't fret. If they don't let you in or they don't move lanes, just brake, hold back and just filter in behind them. Okay, don't panic. Nothing you can do about that other driver's actions. So keep it up close to 50 miles per hour. Notice the car in front overtook the white van because he felt like they weren't doing 50. Yeah, it does feel like I'm gaining on them a touch actually. So yeah, centre right mirror, indicate to the right. Just check my blind spot as well. Yeah, just gliding out. Yeah, he's doing a little bit below 50 there now. Just staying in this lane for now. So a couple of other vehicles there that I'm going a little bit quicker than. We're wary on the left here. There's another joining lane on the left here. So there's a car just up ahead on the other side of the barrier, if you can see it, just indicating right to pull off. Now I'm going to come off the next exit on the left. So I'm going to indicate to the left, check my centre left mirror on the left blind spot, and then drift it in. Okay. So yeah, if you're unsure to overtake, if you do start to think about overtaking, the examiner will see that, and if you're going to come off the next exit on the left, they will give you a little bit of warning that you are going to be coming off. So always overtake if they don't say anything, if you get the opportunity and the car in front's not doing the speed limit. Right, so I'm going to come off here, centre left mirror, it's going to indicate to the left. Once you are in the slip road, first thing you do is cancel the signal. Right, and then start braking, get down to 1000 revs. I always recommend going into gear 2. So if you're in 5, gear 2, 4, sorry, doesn't matter, just 4 to gear 2. I'm going to turn left, centre left mirror, and then into gear 1. Yeah, so like I was saying before, if you're going to come off the next slip road or a slip road soon, the examiner would advise you're going to come off soon on the next exit. You know, if they can see you're potentially going to think about overtaking. Alright, so just trust their advice. If they say coming off soon, maybe just stay in the left-hand lane because they're giving you that information for a reason. So just waiting, you see the lights on the other side, on the right-hand side, just near the BMW and Mini sign. There's also one on the left, which you can't really see when you're the first one in line here. So handbrake's on because this is on a bit of an incline here. There we go. So pedals before handbrake off. Just check centre left mirror again. Right, then I'm going to turn right at these lights. So centre right mirror, signal right, just as the road splits, and move into this lane. Yeah, so important now is check your centre right mirror and signal before you move position. Make sure everybody knows what you're going to do before you do it. Some of my students there, they just sometimes check the mirrors and don't signal. You know, it's one of them where you don't really know how an examiner would mark that. For me, it's your change of direction, so you're not just going to check your mirrors, you are also going to indicate. It's also a right-only lane, and again, a lot of my students, do I need to indicate right? The thing is, you don't know who's watching, you don't know, not everyone drives, not everyone knows the rules of the road. You know, you're thinking about pedestrians, cyclists, other cars coming out side road. So if in doubt, just indicate. It can't do any harm, can it? And that's the way to look at it. So it's the traffic on the left there on green, because you've still got to see the traffic from the left moving, they're still on a filter. So now I'm on green, that must mean everybody from the left and right are now on red. Just check my centre right mirror again, just see if there's anything overtaking. Right, so we're near the end of the test route now. Okay, back on Manchester Road again. This is a different Manchester Road than previously. So I'm going to take, just after this garage that's on the left hand side, the next road on the left. So centre and left mirror, indicate down to the left. Dropping it into gear 2 and off my clutch. So if you look ahead, low bridge, so this is mainly indicated at high-sided vehicles. If you notice there's a height of, it's a 12'3" bridge or 3.7 metres. So obviously if you're driving a truck that's over that, you're not going to fit under this bridge. But you notice this is quite an old one, it's on an arch. So these markings on the left you can drive on if you're just below that height. Because you look, it's a normal 2-lane road. So those two if you look, there's lines on the left and the right. That's designed for the large vehicles to move into the middle, obviously they're under that height, so they'd have to wait if another vehicle was coming the other way. I'm going to turn left here, so centre left mirror, indicate down to the left. Second road on the right, they're very close together here, so it's just after this showroom before that wooden fence. So centre right mirror, indicate up, down to 2, off my clutch again. It's a 20-mile-an-hour road, this one, despite what that 30 sign says on the left. That sign's clearly been twisted, whether it's people just bored or whether the weather, you know, wind has made the sign twist. I'm not really too sure. This is definitely a 20-mile-an-hour road, because there is a reminder 20 sign if you look just up ahead on that left hand side. Might be able to see it. Right, potential meeting traffic situation here. The car ahead's turning in, but there's another car just behind it. Notice the 20 sign there. Oh, it's actually parked up, so that's okay. So centre right mirror, just move round again. Just keeping it around about the 20-mile-an-hour mark. And just ease off and accelerate for this speed bump. No need to brake. Just ease off, that'll do the trick. The car on the left just got his brake lights on, so I know the driver's in there. I'm just going to give them a little bit of a wider berth than usual, just in case they drive off without checking their mirrors. Okay, turn a little bit back onto my side again there now. Yeah, so like I said, 20 mile an hour this one. You can see actually there's 30 mile an hour signs just down at the end. There's been a few reminder 20s on lampposts just around me. Yeah, the previous sign had just been twisted. Right, so I'm going to turn right at the end. So very near the test centre here now. So centre right mirror, indicate up to the right, down into gear 1. Couple of checks right and left. It's quite busy to the right at the minute. I'm just going to have to bide my time here. It can sometimes get quite busy this one because it's quite a busy road. Alright. Let's see if the van has left me some space. It has. It's going to creep. See if anyone from the left lets me out as well. Yeah, looks okay there now. Yeah, the red van, it was just off camera, the red van waved at me to go. Because there was a queue just where the zebra crossing was on the left hand side. I just checked it was clear before I committed. Right, so here this is the test centre just diagonally to the right now. It's going to turn right. The car from the right is going left, so that's okay. Try and make sure you swing all the way around the roundabout. Right, and there's a couple of cars in there, so I'm not going to go into the test centre. But like I said, I've done the pull up on the right, so what they would do is just pull into the car park, then you just drive forward into any available space, and that's the end of your test. Okay, right, hope you enjoyed that test route. If you please like and subscribe to my channel, I've got plenty of other test route videos for you to take a look at. If you are preparing for your test in Bolton, even if you're not preparing for your test in Bolton, you can always have a quick look, because it gives you some guidance about other test routes, just in general how to react and how to behave, what the examiners are looking for. So once again, thanks for watching. If you have a test coming up, the very, very best of luck, and I'll see you again for the next video. Thanks a lot. Bye for now.